Dear students, in last class we studied DC two-wire system and DC two-wire system with midpoint earthed. Today we will take a DC three-wire system. In this system you can see here there are two generators and the negative terminals of two generators are connected together. Midpoint of that conductor connecting the negative terminals of two generators is earthed. And there is a conductor running from the midpoint to the load point. Between positive terminal of one generator and the midpoint and also the positive terminal of other generator and the midpoint, we can connect the loads. Here I have shown the load power as P1 equal to VI2 and here load power P2 equal to V into I2, assuming P1 equal to P2. If P1 and P2 are equal for the same voltage, they will be drawing equal current from the source. The path for return current is midpoint of the loads to the midpoint of generators, which is earthed. And the current flowing through that conductor is 2 into I2. The total power supplied is capital P, which is equal to the power supplied by DC two-wire system and DC two-wire system with midpoint earthed. And the total power supplied is calculated as P equal to VI2 plus VI2 because there are two loads connected and each load is taking a power of V into I2. The sum becomes 2 into V into I2. Now let us write about this system here. Figure below shows the DC three-wire system. The current in the return circuit is twice the line current. Assume the balance condition the power transmitted is P equal to 2VI2. We have already seen what is the balanced condition. The balanced condition means the power consumed by the two loads are equal, that is P1 equal to P2, and for that the total power consumed is 2 into V into I2. This same power now we have written here, P equal to 2 into V into I2. Since current through return circuit is 2 times I2, the size of conductor in return circuit is 2 times A2, where A2 is the size of conductor used in outer circuit. Therefore, the resistance of return conductor is half the outer conductors. We know that resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area. The loss in return conductor is 2 into I2 square into R2 by 2, that is equal to 4 I2 square into R2 by 2. Cancelling 4 by 2, we get 2 times I2 square R2 as power loss. Total loss PL is equal to loss in two outer conductors plus return circuit, that is 2 times I2 square R2 plus 2 times I2 square R2, that becomes equal to 4 times I2 square R2. We can write for current I2 using equation for power, that is P equal to 2V I2. From this we get I2 equal to P by 2V. Using this P by 2V in place of I2 square, 4 into P by 2V square into R2, that is equal to P square by V square into R2. Because 2 square is 4, 4 and 4 will cancel. For the same loss as compared to DC two wire system, we get P square V square into R2 is equal to 2 P square R by V square. Simplifying, we get V square cancelled, P square cancelled. Therefore, we get R2 equal to 2 times R. Since resistance of conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of conductor we can write R2 upon 2R as 1 upon A2 equal to 2 upon A, or A equal to 2 times A2. Therefore, area of outer conductor in DC 3-wire system is equal to A by 2, and area of return path conductor is 2 times A2, that is equal to 2 into A by 2, that is A. Comparing volumes of conductors used in DC 2-wire system and DC 3-wire system, V2 by V equal to A2 plus 2 A2 into L divided by A plus A into L. Here L and L will cancel. So we will have here 4 A2 upon 2A. Since A is equal to 2 times A2, we can write here 2 into A divided by 2A, that is equal to 1. Or V2 upon V is equal to 1. Which means that volume of conductors used in DC 2 wire system and DC 3 wire midpoint earthed system are equal. In case bipolar DC three wire system with return conductor is used, DC 3 wire system with return conductor means a system shown here. In this system you can see the polarity of the lower generator being reversed, because of which the directions of currents due to two generators in the return path are opposite to each other. For the balanced load, the current here in this conductor will be I2 minus I2, and that will be equal to 0, which means that loss in this return conductor will be equal to 0. So now the situation changes. For such a system where loads are balanced, the cross-sectional area of the return conductor is kept half of the cross-sectional area of the outer conductors. That is, if A2 is area of these two outer conductors, then the cross-sectional area of this return conductor will be equal to A2 by 2, because no current is going to flow there. Only in case of unbalance, very small current will be flowing, and to take care of that current, area of cross section is kept half here, comparing to the area of cross section of outer conductors. The return conductor may be half in cross sectional area comparing to the outer conductors. Comparing to the outer conductors. Moreover, there will be no loss in return conductor during the balance condition. Therefore, total loss will become two times I2 square into R2, that is equal to 2 into P square by 2 times V2 square into R2, because here the total power is Vi2 plus Vi2, that is equal to 2 times Vi2. So I2 will be equal to P by 2V. Remember to use bracket here. Now we get this as P square by 2V2 square into R2, equating losses in DC two-wire system and DC three-wire system considered above, we get P2 square upon 2V2 square into R2 equal to 2P2 square upon V2 square R. Simplifying, we get R2 equal to 4 times R, since resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. We can write 1 upon A2 equal to 4 into 1 upon A, or A is equal to 4 times A2. Comparing volumes of conductors used in DC two-wire system and DC three-wire system under consideration, V2 upon V equal to area of two outer conductors, that is A2 plus A2 plus one area of inner conductor, that is half of area of outer conductor into L divided by A plus A into L. L and L will get cancelled and we will have this as 2.5 A2 upon 2A, but A is equal to 4 times A2. Since A is equal to 4 times A2, V2 upon V will become 2.5 A2 upon A2, which gives us V2 upon V is equal to 0.3125. Dear students, I will stop the class here and continue in next class with AC distribution systems. Thank you.